This just in on this trade deadline day in the NBA. James Harden wants out of Brooklyn, but he's hesitant to demand an outright trade. ESPN reporting Harden is wary of the outcry that would come with forcing his way out of the two franchises he's participated in consecutive years. Rumors of a potential deal with the Sixers for Ben Simmons have percolated for weeks. ESPN adding both sides are expected to talk some more today. Harden has not played the Nets' past 3 games with a hamstring tightness issue, with Brooklyn stuck in a 9-game losing streak. That deadline is ticking, set for 3 p.m. Eastern today. Let's bring in our analyst, the champ, the coach, Avery Johnson, here on CBS Sports HQ. So, Avery, he's not demanding, but he's still asking, what are we to read about this sort of want from James Harden today?
Well, he's demanding. He's just doing it quietly because he's concerned, as you alluded to all of the outcry from the fans, because he basically just barricaded his way out of Houston and wanted to go to the Nets. So what this is really about is Kyrie Irving, first of all, because Kyrie's unwillingness to get vaccinated. James understands that at the current state of affairs, he's not going to be available for home games during the playoffs. And, without Kyrie Irving, James Harden doesn't feel he and Kevin Durant are enough to win not only the Eastern Conference, but win an NBA championship. This is also about his willingness to want to partner with Joel Embiid, playing at the MVP level. And I think this also is potentially, wanting to play for Doc Rivers. He's had a chance to play for a lot of different coaches, currently playing for Steve Nash. This is a possibility that he's looking on the other side. He's looking at Doc Rivers, who's won a championship, who's won, an amazing amount of playoff games. He's looking at their staff. So I just think James Harden is really evaluating the whole totality of the situation. They're mired in a 9-game losing streak. Doesn't look like there's going to be any improvement there. Even playing with Kyrie, he's not going to be able to handle the ball as much. With Philadelphia, he will be the full-time point guard and not just a part-time point guard as he is with the Nets. So I think there are a lot of moving parts and a lot of things that James Harden is considering right now. That's
what he's considering, and he would love that situation, that scenario that you played out. But what about what Sean Marks and Steve Nash would want? Do you think they're going to try to maybe work things through? Would they like to make a deal to try to bolster what is still right now, Avery, the betting favorite to win the title?
Yeah, I think, at the end of the day, what gives them their best chance? Do they want to continue to try to nurture and accommodate a disgruntled James Harden? Or do they want to make a move for, a Ben Simmons and, some of the other players that may be included in that trade? Now the 76ers said they're not going to trade Tyrese Maxey, so he's off limits. So maybe it's a Seth Curry that's included in the trade. But, you have to take your chances on can you accommodate James Harden in such a way that, maybe Kyrie Irving will go and get vaccinated. He'll be available full time. Kevin Durant comes back from injury. Then they'll start playing better. But at the current state of affairs, I think Sean Marks and Steve Nash really have to take a strong look at whether it's best to keep James Harden or move him on and take their chances without it.
All right, Avery, we said keep that phone charged. You better keep that phone charged. Expected to be a very active day. Avery Johnson joining us for the first, what I anticipate will be many hits here on CBS Sports HQ. Again, coming out this morning, if you're just waking up with us, ESPN reporting James Harden would like out. Not necessarily demanding, but if you heard from Avery Johnson, who's played, coached in the league at the highest level, says the beard, basically demanding. Still balling out at a very high level, including those assists per game, second only to Chris Paul. But I mentioned where the Nets are right now, mired in a 9-game losing streak, but they're still the betting favorite to win the NBA title at Caesars Sportsbook at 4-1, 50 cents ahead of the Golden State Warriors at plus 450. We are going to continue to keep tabs on trade deadline day. We're going to have actually a special show as well starting at 2 p.m. right here on HQ.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.